You know the power of the dark side. Welcome, people. Population Nation here. Now, I don't know if you've seen the quote from George Martin, the author from Game of Thrones. And he said, he's said he finds it a bit strange, how come people hate something which they used to love. And it's true. It's the world we live in today, basically, but he's right. A lot of people, myself included, I used to love Star Wars. When I was a child growing up, loved them. As I got a bit older, I started, collecting various things, reading the books. Totally enjoyed them. When I heard that he was going to make the prequels, I was well looking forward to them. And to be honest, I did quite enjoy them. I mean, at the time, seeing them at the cinema, I was too young to see the original trilogy at the cinema. So, to me, I was really looking forward to it and seeing it at the cinema, the prequels. Yeah, enjoyed them. I was disappointed in some ways. I mean, there was a lot about them to be disappointed about. But there was also a lot of enjoyment in them. And then Disney come along and their sequel trilogy, I'm sorry if there's fans out there of it, but it was awful. Nonsensical. The story was a sham. Not putting Luke Han and Leia together in a scene was just mind-boggling. Or, Luke, Han, Leia, Chewie, and Lando. Them characters were wasted. They degraded them, belittled them, wrote them off. Hashtag Solo lost money. Awful film. Big shame. And, beating the fans. Ruin Johnson. I can't believe it. He has the audacity to stand there and say, I stand by every decision. People gave him criticism, and he could not say, well, maybe this was a mistake, or, blah, blah, blah. No, he had to double down and defend that pile of stinking crap. Rise of Skywalker, I couldn't even watch it. I started watching it and it was just like, oh, this is boring, it's crap. Turned it off. It's really sad. And then they bring out Andor, and I made a quick video about Andor. I started watching it. First couple episodes, they were very boring. It was very slow. But then I had to make another video a couple episodes later to sing its praises. I mean, it's not the best thing ever, it's not perfect, it's not everybody's cup of tea or titty milk juice. But I was watching one episode, I don't know which one now, and actually when it finished, I was like, oh, I wish it went on a bit longer. And I'm looking forward to the next episode. And I said at the time, to me, that's a mark of something that's good. If you're looking forward to the next one, like Cobra Kai, every episode of Cobra Kai, when it finished, it was like, oh, I want to watch the next one now. That was a good series. And it's actually quite sad, the status of Star Wars, the fact that no one's talking about Andor. It's not getting any attention. And, like me, who used to be a huge Star Wars fan, has completely gone off it. Uh, it is terrible. But, yeah, moving on from that, from the doom and gloom. You know, Star Wars is dead, but, Andor anyway, it's quite a good series, and I hope it continues. The last episode especially got me really interested, where he's off into prison. I'm now wondering how he's going to get out there. Is it going to be an inside job? Is he going to get help from the outside? Who knows? The one criticism I have got is Andor himself, Diego Luna. I can't say if he's a good actor or not. I don't really know much about the guy. I just don't particularly think he's that interesting in this series anyway. Yeah, he's definitely the weakest link. But the CGI, brilliant. The sets are really good. I like most of the cast. I like the more mature theme. If you can, yeah, the more, it's obviously more for a mature audience, which I would say that audience would be the older Star Wars fans. I think the ones that have given it a go are probably going to like it. I do think, and rather than call it Andor, it's not really the Andor show. If they say call it something else like, Rise of the Rebellion or something like that, that would have been a bit more fitting. But so far, yeah, I really changed my tune after the first few episodes were out the way and the story got going. Giving us a different angle, seeing how the Empire works in different ways. And yeah, definitely the best thing Disney have done since they took over. And yeah, hopefully they'll carry on this trajectory. And yeah, it'll get more interesting. And I mean, we all know how it ends, don't we? They get the plans to the Death Star, and Cassian meets his maker, like. But between now and then, there's plenty they can do. It's just such a shame that they've trashed the brand so much, put so many people off. I mean, it didn't even make the Nielsen ratings. And that for a Star Wars property, 20 years ago, whoa. That'd be unheard of, even 10 years ago. I mean, Kenobi, a lot of people tuned into that, and that was awful, terrible, absolutely insanely stupid and bad. Before I go, I'd just like to point out my Darth Vader poster behind. Went missing years ago, and when I moved house, I took some stuff up to my mother's, and I kept asking her, Mum, where's my Darth Vader poster? And she's like, you took it with you. It isn't here, Doc. And I kept asking her periodically over the months, Mum, I still can't find it. And then a few weeks ago, I'm up at her house, moving some furniture around for her, and what's there? But my Darth Vader poster. And I'll just give you a quick glimpse because I think it's pretty cool. It's actually made out, I don't know if you can tell, it's actually all individual little scenes from the films. So it's like a mosaic of different scenes. And it's, yeah, my man, Darth. Still think he's the best. And I hope to God they do not make a Darth Vader series. I do not want to see my favourite villain degraded and belittled and emasculated in any way, shape, or form. So, have a good one, and may the force be with you.